Previously on Quest Friends. Chaos erupts throughout the halls of Tempest High School. Mrs. Clark was blowing the whistle to call out some foul play during 3-zone end-zone dodgeball when she disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Me and my team could be in charge of guarding the gym if we're volunteering for guarding certain areas.
Well, why should you guard the gym?
Because she's on the soccer team. She's there all the time.
Yeah, I know that area pretty well.
Basically, the soccer team cheated. Apparently, there's evidence in the gym. And I think the reason that she's going back there is to cover it up.
A slow smile spreads across Reagan's face. She will say, "Give me 5 minutes," and then she'll exit stage left.
Let's draw another one. Ari's turn.
Oh, it's me!
It's you!
Perfect. Robyn is heading to the gym with her soccer team.
Yes, so set the scene for us. What's going on?
Well, what is happening is that Robyn is heading to the gym, probably rallying her trusted soccer team and her even more trusted mascot friend, Bruce Shane. And so she's heading with all of them to the gym and just being like, all right, so we've been tasked with the important task of guarding this gym so that nobody comes in, except for us, obviously, because we have been given that privilege. And so, yeah, so just make sure to distract people from coming and to just, if people ask questions, to not meddle too much into it. And then after she does that, she's going to try to figure out a way to open the door of the gym while she has this guard of people in front of her.
Hell yeah, Captain! Wait, we're not letting anyone through! Isn't that right, Cheddar Bats? Cheddar Bats! Cheddar Bats! Cheddar Bats!
That's the spirit!
No one's getting through! How many students do you think are gonna try to get in, Captain?
Well, I'm thinking, I know that leader of the poetry club, Edgar, has some weird fixation with getting near the gym, so keep an eye on him specifically, and probably his pal, Andy. There also might be a little bit of issues, but other than that, I mean, just try to fend off anybody except for maybe me. Just, say hi to people, give high fives, take pictures with them, all of that cool mascot stuff that everybody just digs into and loves.
Hell yeah!
Perfect. You're the best chitterbat I've ever had.
Oh, shucks, Captain.
And so she'll try to open the gym door.
Yeah,
I know I don't have a move for that.
Yeah, I don't. So here's what I'm thinking. The scenario doesn't necessarily specify that it's locked or anything, just that, of course, we're supposed to stay away because the authorities have said so. I think this might actually make sense as a project. So projects are kind of catch-alls for anything that doesn't really fit inside a move, but might take time to complete or is significant to the story. So whenever there's a scheme or something that you want to accomplish that might take a little bit of time to do or falls outside of a normal box, you can start a project. The project moves are on your playbooks because they're not basic moves, and the
Oh, these things.
Yeah. The flavoring is different for each of them, but they all basically function the same in that, like normal, we treat it as a move. We either vote whether we want the project to succeed or fail. In character, our characters, of course, won't know anything that they didn't reasonably know, but out of character, you'll state what the project is for, like searching the gym for something or other. And then, based upon whether the move succeeds or fails, that will determine the timer it will take to complete that project. Projects tick up when it's not your turn. So when someone takes a turn, everyone else who isn't taking a turn who has a project, those start ticking closer to completion.
So, I mean, can I say out of character what Robyn would say is the reason for looking into the gym?
The book is unclear how honest you have to be about this. I would argue when you're stating out of character what the project is for, you don't have to state the reasoning behind it exactly. you can be a little misleading so long as you're not like lying about what the project actually does, because there's no game master to like tell what did or did not happen.
Okay.
Like you can be very vague about what it's supposed to be for so that nobody really knows exactly what you're up to.
Okay, the project is just to get inside the gym so that she can look all over it for clues about what might have happened to the principal, because she also really likes all that detective-y stuff, so she wants to...
Oh, you mean the gym teacher who disappeared?
Yeah, because she
Yep.
disappeared in the gym, right? So maybe there's something in the gym that she can find.
Okay. Yeah, so then we get ready for our votes. On the count of 3, we either thumbs up or thumbs down.
God.
3, 2, 1...
Oh, you thumbed it up, Hallie. I thought you were gonna thumb it down.
No, I've got agendas.
Okay.
Don't worry about what I do or do vote or say to other players. Like, don't worry about it.
This is all good. So yeah, that means it is a difficulty 2 roll. So it'll be basically like another move. You spend tokens to add dice that you can roll, and then anyone who voted yes can also contribute dice if we so choose. And Emily can also contribute opposing dice if she so chooses.
Can I spend a token to add another dice?
Yes, so you can spend the token you drew to add a die, and you can also spend more tokens if you want. So did you want to spend 2 tokens?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I will spend 2 tokens.
What's your animosity level with Robyn?
I have 1 alliance.
So that means because you have no animosity with Robyn, you would have to spend 2 tokens just to get 1 die opposing. Because you aren't that opposed to Robyn, so it's harder to get in Robyn's way.
That makes sense.
So did you want to spend anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a die.
Okay, 2 tokens for 1 die?
So 2 tokens, yeah.
All right. So I will roll your opposing die, and then Ari, you got your 2 dice?
I'm debating. No, that's fine. I was debating if I should add another token, because I really want to get into the gym.
And I should note that if the roll fails, the project does not fail. It just has a longer counter. So if the roll succeeds, the project has a number of steps equal to 5 minus the number of players who voted yes. So that means if it succeeds, it'll be 2 turns until you complete your project. On a failure, it's 5 plus the number of people who voted no. So if the roll fails, it's a 6-turn project. So it is like, it's not a small stretch of time. Like,
given how long our turns take, it's definitely not a small stretch of time.
It's a significant change, but the project will go ahead regardless of what happens.
I'm gonna spend another token. It's fine.
All right, so you get 3 dice. Hallie, you putting in anything? I'm not contributing anything at this time.
Nope.
So I will roll Emily's.
And so do I roll 3 times?
Yeah. You just want to remember each number you got.
Yeah, okay. I got a 2 2s and 1 6.
I got a 6.
Oh no! Oh no!
But that means they were not unique faces, so the roll does fail.
Oh!
You got 6.
I'm sorry.
You got 6.
So that means you will want to note down either on a Word doc or a piece of paper or whatever that you have 6 turns until
oh, that's so long.
until it completes.
That's the entire game.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you're also not stuck there. Like, you can continue having scenes doing stuff as well. The project won't advance during your turns, but anyone else's turn it'll advance. But this will just be like going on in the background that Robyn is like frantically searching the gym.
I'm sorry. I assumed that I was not gonna.
Oh, it's fine. I just don't have any other plans. That's all I have.
I am very sorry.
I'm gonna get into the gym at like 11 o'clock.
This is fine. It'll be all good. Also, it's Ari's turn again.
Well, I don't know. I have nothing to do. I guess I can just spend a move to... Well, I mean, I was thinking of using Keen Strategic Mind, because if I call my experience leading an army to counter the plans of another, choose a project. And so I was thinking of, like, trying to convince even more of my right to be guarding the gym, so that if Edgar or anybody else wants to take me out of them, it will be harder.
Ooh, so like do a project to make the students think that you and your team are the only ones.
Yeah, that should be near the gym specifically.
Yes, let's do that, and I know exactly how to handle it in a way that Robyn does not even personally have to be involved.
Okay.
Because I can take on this mantle as your trusted lackey.
Okay, you should do it then.
All right. So, a short time later after that, let's say we are in the hallway outside the gym and like a crowd of students happen to gather there because of course people are here. There's a line of like soccer players, like arms crossed, standing in front of it like, oh yeah, no, we're not letting anyone in. And then there's fucking Bruce in the bat costume, like fist pumping in the air. Robyn, Rivera, Chitter, Bats! Come on, Tempest! What are we talking about here? Something goes wrong in the gym? Who are you gonna call? The Chitterbats? Do you want the Poetry Club standing out here? Boo, no. No! Chitterbats! Chitterbats rule! Monsters drool! Bruce is just whipping the crowd up into a fervor and is going to be doing so for as long as there are students out here, simultaneously distracting them as Robyn had ordered, but also like hyping them up. And if you don't mind, I actually have a suggestion for how this could take effect, because in our notebook, we have another section called Public Opinions.
Ooh.
What if this is a project to make it a public opinion that the soccer team should be guarding the gym? It's their job.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I guess the project would be the captain of the guard, when you use the respect of the people or the might of your guards to enact your plans.
Oh, hold on. Let me take a look, because you only have one project move to start projects. The other project move is actually to sabotage someone else's project.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right.
Honestly, I'm not sure why they put them there as special moves when they're pretty clearly generic moves, but yeah, let's do a vote. On the count of 3, thumbs up or thumbs down to make this a public opinion. Woohoo!
Oh.
So that is difficulty 3 now.
I'll spend my last token because I have nothing else.
Well, you have 2 tokens right now because you drew 1 as well. So you can put 2 dice in if you want.
Sure. I have nothing else planned.
I should...
It will still cost you 2 tokens per single die. However, unless I contribute dice, this project will automatically fail because 2 dice isn't enough to get difficulty 3. Yeah, I'll pitch in a token.
How dare you?
You know, earn some goodwill.
I don't know that I have enough
Yeah.
to really pitch in.
I mean, the roll can still fail. Like,
I'm not going to be able to do anything else.
each die has to roll a unique face or the roll fails anyway, so you don't have to contribute anything.
Yeah.
If you don't want to.
I'm not going to.
Anyway, you roll 2 dice, Ari, and I will roll 1.
Okay. 5 and 3. Oh, thank God.
And a 4. So yeah, it succeeds.
No!
Which means I need to double check now because it's different because a different number of players voted. 5 minus the number of players who voted yes. So now 3 turns for this project. You'll want to note that down. So you still have 6 turns to complete the investigation project, and then 3 turns to convince people for the public opinion project. And then I shall put these into discard. All right, drawing again. That's a game token. That stays out for now. Basically, when the end of round token comes out, we vote whether or not we want the round to end or if we want to keep playing in it. But the more game tokens there are on the field, the harder it is for us to not move into the next round, as a measure to keep people from stalling too hard. Ooh, it's my turn. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do this because I want to send my good lackey, Roger Dodger, to do this for me. But that makes it hard for me to like put my own words in your mouth. But I also we need to get Roger Dodger out here. So yes, this is what I'll do. I'll make the scene be between me and Roger. So this is in the student council chambers. Mercy has just dismissed the other members of the student council after another emergency meeting. And she is just like stacking a bunch of signs here. And then Roger Dodger comes in, having been summoned.
So I've been thinking of using this accent for a while because I think it sounds really great with Roger Dodger. What do you think? Milady?
Roger, never call me that again in your life.
Come on.
I'm willing to humor your interests, Roger, because I appreciate what you do. And you know what? Your interests are valid. But don't call me that again, okay?
All right, me pal.
Oh, this is going to be a long day, isn't it? Okay, anyway, Roger, I have you here because there's a very important matter. I want you to pass along a message to the soccer team captain, Robyn. I'll write down the notes here, but the gist of it is, it sounds like there's a bit of a conflict going on between the main clubs, and I had some advice on how she could deal with that. Because I actually agree. She made some really strong arguments in our meeting earlier that the soccer team should be guarding the gym. It's, the highest priority target to guard because it's the dangerous place that the literal authorities have told us to stay out of. And the soccer team is by far the best equipped to keep someone out of somewhere. And I was thinking that Robyn could make that claim stronger by suggesting that other clubs similarly take care of things that they are more closely connected to. That'll make it seem like Robyn isn't just doing this, for her own reasons, that she's suggesting it on the merits of her idea. I'd like you to take this advice. Let her know that I've got her back in this.
All right, I getcha. Is there any extra, drama you want me to put in there?
Oh, no drama this time, although I appreciate your discretion in the past. But also, are we just doing this now? We just doing new accents every 5 minutes? Is that a thing?
No, I was just, I thought you didn't like my other accent,
okay, yeah,
so I was just gonna
go
back
Roger.
to my normal voice. But if there's
I'm a little on it.
problem with my normal voice too, I can do something else.
No, that's on me, Roger. I'm a little on edge right now. It's been a very strange day, and, well, there's just a lot that needs to get done, but I appreciate you.
Righty over, lady!
See, this is why I'm on edge, Roger! Anyway, with that done, I am doing a move here, but this is one of my unique moves as the Seneschal. Counselor. When you advise a member of the court on a course of action or tough situation they're facing, say what you're advising them to do, and then give them a token from either of your pools to represent your advice and role. On a success, they can only use that token as one of their own if they take the advice to heart and pursue the course of action you suggested. On a failure, they can use the token however they see fit. And when they do, they'll explain how they warp your advice to justify the action taken. So, let us all vote. On the count of 3, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Wait, what?
So I'm trying to give Robyn advice, and I'll essentially give Robyn one of my tokens.
Okay.
With the understanding that Robyn will use this to advise that all of the clubs should be guarding their own stuff, like the student council should be handling the administrative offices, the athletes handling the gym, the poetry club handling
The hallway.
I don't know, the fucking poetry tree, that sort of thing.
No, that's just Edgar's tree.
All right. But keeping people from going outside to be by the trees. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, difficulty 3. Interesting lines being drawn in the sand here. Curious stuff.
Should we be saying out loud who votes
Oh my God.
upvote and who votes downvote? Because this is, in fact, a podcast.
Oh no. All right, so we've only ruined the episode. This is fine. Another thing for Kyle to kill me.
I feel like from context clues, they will understand, but maybe moving forward.
They probably can understand, but yeah, to start doing that, Hallie and Emily voted no. Myself and Ari voted yes.
Emily has voted no to all of my things. Hallie voted no to only one of my things.
Yeah, we've got some interesting battles going on here. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to put in... Oh, and this is going to be all on me now.
Yeah, I can't help you, pal. I'm sorry.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Well, here's the thing. If the roll fails, you get a token for free and you can do whatever you want with it. But, in the goodness of your heart, would you still do that sort of thing?
I'm not gonna say what I'm planning to do so that this is still stressful for you.
That's fair. Well, I would have to go all in to even have a chance. And I don't want to go all in just on something like this. So I'm going to put in the one token I have to, roll a die, and automatically fail. Fuck. All right, well, that's the end of my turn. I'm drawing another token. And it is Emily's turn again. This is another problem with this game, is that sometimes one player just doesn't get a fucking turn for ages.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hallie.
Yeah, it's okay.
But, like, there aren't that many tokens in there, so it has to be Hallie's turn soon.
I have only like 2 things I want to do.
Anyway, Emily, do you want to set a scene?
So I'm kind of afraid that this will ruin Hallie's plans.
Do whatever you want, and I will adjust my very bad plans to fit your probably good ones.
So Reagan was like, wait a sec, right?
Yeah, she just said, give me 5 minutes, but she was very vague about what that could possibly mean.
Well, Edgar's just gonna go off to the gym.
Good.
And he comes upon the impromptu pep rally out here.
Chitter bats! Chitter bats! Chitter bats! Oh. Hey, Edgar.
Hi.
What you doing around here, buddy?
Doing my job as the head of one of the very important clubs of this school.
Oh, what would that job be, pal?
Guarding places. It's funny because I thought the heads of the clubs were doing this job.
Oh yeah, that's real funny because Captain Rivera just came through here and told us it was our job to guard the gymatorium.
So Captain Rivera is misrepresenting the wishes of the... Okay, out of character. There's the student council and the...
Senior class.
Just
the whole senior class.
The government structure of this school is not 100% clear. It doesn't line up 1-to-1, but let's just say the government of the student body. So hold on, as a response to that, the team goes silent for a second, and Bruce gets, like, up in Edgar's face. You calling the captain a liar?
What I'm saying is that I need to discuss this further with your captain, who seems to be in the gym where we're not supposed to go. I better go tell her that she shouldn't be in there.
That's a pretty big assumption. I don't really see Captain Rivera around. You guys let Captain Rivera through? No? Oh, well, sounds like she's not here right now. Probably at one of those big student government meetings you don't get invited to, huh?
Wow. Okay, then, not only do you rewrite my poems to make them more palatable to the masses,
We paid for a very specific product and we didn't get it.
it had so much soul in it, and you watered it down.
Look, pal, we know the kind of trouble you bring around here, and we're not having any of that. You want to get past us? You and what army?
Me and the army of... Look over there! And he's gonna point and try to run fast.
Now, I don't think there is a move for this. Let me double check to see if there's anything that is remotely mechanically usable in this situation.
I have Stuck in Your Head and singer-songwriter.
Prison Break would be breaking out of jail, not breaking into somewhere. Yeah, I don't think you have like a mechanical thing you can do in this situation, which means I'm pretty sure the team just does not turn their heads and just like, they just stick out their arms and you just run into like crossed arms and they just like hold you back like, you want to get rough, pal? Don't worry, we can get rough. We can go. Bruce is like flipping his hands around like he's as if he's some parody of martial arts, just like, I'll tear you apart.
I imagine that because they are still in the bat costume, it's just their wings just flapping around from side to side.
God, yes.
Like a super annoying Zubat using Confuse Ray over and over again.
Go get a hockey stick, someone. I'll show him what I did in middle school on the hockey team.
Robyn! Robyn!
Captain Rivera can't hear you now.
Edgar. Sorry, I was watching all that.
Hello, Andy Morgan-Shelley. I've had a rough day.
I know, and I know you want to get into the gym real bad, but I don't know if this is... I mean, they're just in a real fervor, these chitterbats are.
Chitterbats! Chitterbats!
It's not even a real animal!
The crowd goes dead silent. Team, go get the dodgeballs.
Oh, that ain't good. We should skedaddle.
Edgar runs and beckons Andy to follow him.
But on their run back, Andy's gonna be doing a lot of now, Edgar, we kind of talked about this once, and I know that it's super annoying for me to bring it up again, but I'm your friend, so I care about you. You don't think things through a lot.
I know, I'm a man of passion.
Well, lots of it. That's what attracted me to Poetry Club in the first place.
Thank you, that means a lot, Andy Morgan Shelley.
Glad me and Ari's brains went to the immediate same spot.
That hallway is so vibrant and full of life, and it's all thanks to you. And I don't want to see you get dodgeball.
Andy Morgan Shelley, you are the poet to my poet because we're both poets and we're friends. Poetry.
I'm gonna cut that scene there because that's beautiful. And I don't know what you can do that can top that.
Also, I'm glad that now my character is not the one that accidentally ends up in a relationship.
Yeah, I didn't realize the implications of that till after I said it, and I was like, this is what's happening now.
Why does Andy hang around with this kid's non-existent club?
Why would anyone join Poetry Club if not
they're
for a hot individual?
Deeply in love now. With Daniel Dankovsky, Edgar Allan Poe.
Fucking beautiful. I'm so pleased by this outcome. Anyway, I'm going back to share screen again.
Okay.
Your token remains in your active pool, so nothing is lost. Game token. Oh, thank God. Hallie's turn.
I get a turn! Yay! Okay, so I set the scene, right?
Yeah, set the scene, and I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay, so Reagan last told Edgar 5 minutes, but she didn't actually go in the direction of the gym, Matorium. She went in the direction of the AV room because she's gonna meet up with her bae, Freddy. But to keep the gag going, she's gonna snap and he's gonna appear.
Hey, did you need me now?
Yeah, babe, so... And she takes a nervous glance at the clock. I don't know what time we're going to get out of here.
But we need to get out for the thing.
I know. We can't miss it. So listen. You're in the AV club. What are the chances you could hook up one of the TVs in there, kick everybody solid, and then we can just watch it in there?
Oh my God, yes. I can definitely just, it might be even more romantic in there, to set the mood.
I know. This could be exciting.
Yeah. All right.
And then I'd like to activate my project move, the Will of the Court. When you use your powers, roll to spur your charges into action. And I'm gonna just load my dice to make this project happen very fast. To get my boyfriend to hook up the TV for us to watch our mysterious program.
Okay, so that's a project for your boyfriend to hook up a TV?
Is it kosher if I reveal the thing in this conversation?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. It's oh man, yeah, babe, I cannot wait to watch the finale of The Cravat Boys, our favorite detective TV show. I was really bummed because it's so close, and so I really wanted to watch it.
No, it's the finale! We have to find out!
I know! I want to know! Is the evil twin really the culprit? Or is she just a misunderstood soul? We need to know these mysteries.
It is so unclear, and I know that one guy was going on and on about Turbo Heaven, but what the fuck is Turbo Heaven, what will this show do next?
What will he do next? We really need to know. I'm on it. I'm sending the AV. We need to watch it.
Thank you, you're the best.
Yeah, you are the best.
You're the best.
You are the best.
You're the best. You're the best. You're the best.
It will just keep going, so I'm just gonna
just keep going.
All right, so on the count of 3, thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Did we all vote unanimously?
We all voted thumbs up.
The first thing I voted yes to.
Which means it is a difficulty 1, which means by spending even a single token, you automatically succeed.
I spend
because no matter what you roll, it will be a unique face.
I spend a single token.
Coolio. Anyway, well, let me take a look at that again. It's 5 minus number of players who vote. Yeah, so there's literally a single turn. Also, that reminds me, Ari, have you kept track of the turns that have ticked by since your project start?
Yeah, so it's been 3 turns since I set up the my second project, the
Perfect.
Captain of the Guard one. So that I think means that it has now succeeded.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means this turn we add a public opinion that the soccer team should be guarding the gym. So I will add that as well. And then next turn, assuming it's not Hallie's turn again, which would block it, the TV will be set up per your project.
For watching the Cravat Boys.
The Cravat Boys. Oh my fucking god.
Alone in the AV room.
How romantic.
The fucking Cravat Boys. Holy shit. Anyway, let's get that notebook opened up. Public opinions. Let's go. All right, so at the start of this turn, the TV is set up because your boyfriend is good at this.
Woohoo!
I got it!
But it is now my turn.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think of what best to do in this situation.
Yeah, Mercy's about to do some actual, politicking and running around.
But is that politicking finding the one person who has a higher role than she does in a compromising situation? Using school equipment.
I wish you hadn't said those words.
Okay, I think I have an idea of what I'll do. Mercy's actually going to call upon her good pal Roger again, Roger Dodger. This time, the scene is set on a hallway in the 2nd floor. Mercy is in the process of hanging signs on various rooms.
What's with the signs?
Oh, hello there, Roger. Just making sure that we get this taken care of right away. And you see that the signs say reserved for use by the student council.
So, just to clarify, how many people are in the student council? And can you hear each other from the different rooms?
Oh, that's not really the purpose of the thing. It's more about making sure that we have all the resources we need. Think of it less as though we need all of these rooms to meet in, and more that we need all of these rooms for eventualities. And some of those eventualities include zoning out some unsightly aspects of the school. You know, if there just aren't any rooms for a club, then, well, that's how it is. Better luck next year, I guess. Anyway, Roger, I need you to break into the administrative office, which we are now guarding, so you won't have any trouble there. And I need you to
Wait. Go back a little bit to the part where I'm breaking into administrative offices.
Breaking in is such a strong word, but I think you'll find that it was left accidentally unlocked earlier today because all of the teachers are in the teacher's lounge, and so they weren't able to attend to the keys. But that's a minor point. Anyway, I just need you to insert this document right here, replace the existing form with this one, which makes all of these rooms officially reserved for the student council. And that'll be on record then.
Okay.
Roger?
Hey, is that the newspaper classroom?
Don't worry about the newspaper classroom. We'll have space in the new world order, okay? We do need to hurry, though. It's important that we do this while everyone else is distracted fighting over the gym or wherever else they are right now.
I'm now using this accent as a coping mechanism because I'm very uncomfortable with what you just told me to do.
Roger, are you having second thoughts?
No!
And now, both hands will, slam, so, Roger is not physically pinned against the wall, but, Mercy is now looming over him,
Roger has pinned himself against the wall. He's backed up and is, squishing himself against it. No second thoughts here, me pal.
That's good, because anyone who's loyal to the council will be just fine. But this is our chance to take back control of this school from people who don't even want to govern it. Where's the senior class president right now? Nowhere.
Well, if you really want to know, I bet I could find that out for you instead of forging legal documents.
But this is the important work, Roger. I know this because I can trust you. because I know you're the only person I can trust. There's no one else in the entire school who would be able to do something like this. Not the way you can.
It's true, no one, does underhanded dealings like Roger Dodger.
Trust me, Roger. The school will be better off for this, and when the reckoning comes, it won't be for us. Now, can I trust you to take care of this in a quick and discreet manner?
Quick and discreet. That's me, Roger Dodger.
Good. Now hop to it, Roger. I've got to finish putting up all of these signs.
All right, Mercy.
And I'm going to frame this as a project as well, to forge the documents making it legal that the student council is reserving all classrooms, all club rooms. Anyway, on the count of 3, let us vote. 3, 2, 1. Boo! Boo! How fucking dare you?
For listeners at home, we all just voted a down vote.
How dare you all turn against me? Have I not done everything in my power to support you, Ari?
Yes, but this is a little bit extreme.
Don't worry. There will be a reckoning in this school. Mark my words. If we must end this game early, I will show you the true depths that Mercy O'Shaughnessy is capable of. Anyway, that makes this a difficulty 4 task, so we're going all in for this round.
Can I contribute your...
Yeah, I'm adding 1 against you.
All right.
I'm adding your own token against you because I already succeeded on my project.
All right. So that's 2. Well, Ari will roll her die. I'll roll Emily's die in a moment. You doing anything, Hallie?
Nope. I think the odds are pretty...
So there's like one situation in which this possibly succeeds, and it's where each die rolls a different face. Every single die we roll has to roll a different face.
I rolled a 2. Oh, look at that 2 in there.
So that's already a failure.
And you rolled 2 3s.
Oh, and there were 2 3s anyway, so yeah. That's a failure. So that means it's an 8-turn project. Just gonna note that down real quick. 8 turns.
I mean, Roger might be dragging his feet a little bit since she's...
It's fine. It's just making him do crimes, actual crimes. For like the first time.
Like real crimes.
But like, it's only a crime in real world logic. It's not a crime by the laws written in our government yet. But other people have broken those laws.
I see you're already preparing the arguments to defend yourself.
I'm preparing the arguments to take everyone else down. Anyway, drawing again. It's Ari's turn.
Oh, it's me? Oh no, but that means it doesn't contribute towards my thing.
That's true, your project does not tick down, but mine does. I mean, here's a rule that we can do. If you truly don't have anything for your turn, you can save that token and then, like, pass your turn.
Okay.
Because I think that's fair. Like, it gives you a little bit of power now. You've got something in reserve, but you can just say, like, not really doing anything, passing the spotlight off to someone else.
I'm gonna pass my turn for efficiency's sake and because I don't really have anything else I want to do.
That's fair. Token. Another turn for me.
I assume the game token doesn't count towards the turn for my thing.
Yeah, it doesn't. Game tokens don't count as turns for projects because nothing happened during that time. We just draw an extra token. Okay, so my project does not tick, although everyone else's do. I'm gonna make this scene quick because I want to just cause some chaos and see how people react. Mercy is alone, sitting in the student council room once again, holding pen to paper. She taps the pen on her chin a bit, thinking, and then returns to writing. She is writing a secret note, which another messenger, not Roger in this case, as he is still hard at work forging documents, breaking into an office.
Poor Roger.
But another messenger will pass along a note to a certain someone because I would like to make use of another cool ability that I love dearly and I'm just shoehorning in. A raven for you. When you want to send a secret message to another player, write the message on a note card and roll. On a success, the player receives the message successfully, pass from the note card. On a failure, the message is intercepted. One of the opposing players receives it instead. Passive of the player who spent the most tokens to interfere, ties break to the player with the highest animosity towards you, and then just to your left if there's still a tie. So let me write down a quick message first, and then we are going to vote on whether or not this passes successfully. All right, so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. So those are all thumbs down, correct?
Yes.
Okay, this is fine.
I want to add a token against your roll.
All right, that's 1 token against. Anyone else want to contribute tokens to intercept my message?
Is it just who does the most gets to intercept?
Yeah. So one of the opposing players does it. Whoever contributes the most tokens will be the one who actually intercepts the message. Come on.
I know, but I have an alliance with you, so it costs me double.
Yeah, it'll cost you a lot, but don't you want that message?
Yeah, like, I like my 5 remaining things.
You have so many.
Yeah, there are things there's one thing I want to do.
So do we not know who it's for?
I guess I am supposed to announce it is a message for Robyn.
I'm taking my token back then.
Well, I'll put in 1.
So
Let me take a look at the wording here, if it was dice or tokens.
Yeah.
The most tokens, so it doesn't matter how much dice you use to interfere. In many ways, having alliance could help you, because if you spend more tokens, that's what decides who intercepts the message.
Okay. Well, then I may as well. I'm gonna put in 2 tokens.
All right.
For 1 die.
So that's 2 dice against me. I can only contribute a single die, and the difficulty is 4. So this will fail. Guaranteed.
Woohoo!
All right, so yes, that ends in failure. So let me send that message to Hallie quickly as the interceptor.
I deserve to know this if it's about Robyn, because I told you the secrets and you ditched me.
I mean, for the sake of viewers at home, it should be read out loud, I think, to the rest of the group.
Okay.
This will be out of character knowledge for everyone who isn't Reagan, though.
You ditched me to hang out with your boyfriend. I wanted to solve mysteries.
Yeah, I mean, I did, but like, I had other things I was gonna do.
Sucks to suck.
That probably benefited you, but I'm not sure.
I love that it's like 5 minutes and then you went.
Yeah, and then I just skedaddled off.
Reagan, like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Leaves. Babe, we need to get the finale set up right fucking now.
We just really wanted to watch this finale.
God, this is incredible. All right.
Like, this means a lot to Reagan. She's really stressed right now, and she wants the hot boys with her boyfriend.
Actually, before you read it off, I want to know, how does Reagan intercept the messenger? This is important to me.
All right. So, Reagan, after Freddie got the AV situation up and running, she probably was on her way to the cafeteria to see if she could just, like, nab some little chips or something, just, like, on the DL. And so while she's there, this rando messenger was probably, like, instructed somewhat scarily by Mercy, and so was going faster than they needed to. And so they collided, and Reagan can recognize the nervous sweat of someone who's on a time-sensitive task and says, "Oh, where are you going?" And then the NPC messenger probably just, like, fucking broke and ran away.
God.
Because you didn't have Roger. You didn't have your trusty aide. It was a rando, and your rando sucks.
You didn't ask Roger Dodger.
He's good at dodging. He would have dodged Reagan. So Reagan can see the note. She knows how this all works. She's been a part of it for a while. And as the messenger runs away, she looks down at the note and goes, "Well, I am now." Because the note says, "The president is actively trying to break into the gym. With your support, we can stop her, Robyn. Please respond."
Oh my god.
There is a non-zero chance Reagan would not have then gone to the gym after this, but that's where she's headed now that she received this spiteful message.
Meanwhile, back in the original scene, Mercy is just sitting, like, hands, like, steepled in front of her face, like that classic anime villain pose, like light glaring off the glasses. We just see a single smirk, and scene cuts. and welcome back to the announcement break. It's me, Tom, again. Our theme song for this episode is Liquid Nights and Disco Lights by Miracle of Sound. And as a reminder, last episode we mentioned that our merch store is now live. It's still live, but at this point it's probably a little bit too late to order something in time for it to arrive for the holidays. But if you like getting things for yourself, or just don't care about the holidays, it's a great option to buy fun things from our past campaign. And it will be up year-round. That link is in the description below, and it should stay there in future episodes alongside various social medias, and may even see new merch as time goes on. Even the wisest cannot say. In other news, we are also taking another holiday break. On Monday, December 20th, we are re-releasing the first episode of Hallmarked, a Hallmark analysis podcast Hallie and Kyle started back in 2018. We thought it was fun, and there's currently nowhere to listen to it since the old feed was taken down. But then, Girl Underground with Emily, Part 1, will release on Monday, January 3rd. And then I need to get back to the fucking game, because we need to find out whose turn it is next. Yoink, it's Ari's.
It's me. Oh no.
Do you
really?
You could pass if you want.
I pass. Yeah. Because I'm like at 5. I just need one more, but not me.
Alright, yoink, Ari again.
Oh my god, I pass again. I put too many tokens in
Give me
here.
your tokens. You only put one more in than the rest of us did, though.
Oh my fucking god, where are Hallie's tokens? Where the fuck?
Tom, why are you bad at drawing tokens?
No!
Oh, this means that my thing has completed. The 6 turns have completed.
Okay, yeah, actually, let's say, for out of character's sake, describe what Robyn finds in there. I'm gonna give you control over what you find there.
Well, I mean, after a lot of looking around for any clues, blatantly ignoring actual clues of the mystery, Robyn finds a tape underneath a board in the gym and goes like, aha, I knew it! And then I'll just say that she'll leap running with the tape to an undisclosed location.
Trying to think of what I can do right now. My worst part is that I too want to see what other people do first before I inflict my true chaos upon the world. I will also pass my turn because I would like to have something in reserve for when things go very, very wrong. Oh my fucking god. We might actually pull the end of round token. Oh my god, Emily.
It's me.
What the fuck? Hallie, I thought there were tokens of yours in.
I had 4 tokens in and 1 has been drawn.
I love that this is the equivalent of Hallie rolling a 1.
This is the equivalent of me rolling a 1.
There are 7 items left in this bag. Like,
Even when it's not dice, when someone else is doing it for me.
And the equivalent of me rolling a 20 because I keep getting turns that I don't
2,
need.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that was my last token. I will not get another turn. Same for Ari. All of her tokens are out. There's one of Emily's. There's 2 game tokens. There's the end of round token. And then all of Hallie's remaining. Just sitting at the bottom of the bag.
They're biding their time.
For the sake of drama, do we want to cheat? Leave Emily's turn on standby and just let Hallie have a fucking turn?
Well, no, I'm okay with Emily going first before me, if Edgar has a plan of action.
Okay. Set the scene for us then.
Cut straight back to the student council room. Mercy looking like a villain, sitting with her glasses glinting in the light. The door slams open, and Edgar bursts in, just Andy behind him.
Andy shuffles in behind Edgar after Edgar has valiantly kicked down the door.
I have something to say.
Oh, really?
I don't like you. Well, I don't like most people, so it's not like that high in honor or anything. But I don't like you. But I had an idea, and I tried to tell the Dodger guy in the hall but he said he was busy and wouldn't listen to me. He looked really upset, and I know the feeling of having so many feelings, so I let him go and came straight to the top. I had this great idea for a new issue of the newspaper.
And what exactly is that?
Well, I brought Andy with me because it has to do with poems and the poetry club. So I was thinking, we were thinking. We talked about it in our club meeting, and we think it would be a really great idea if... And he looks over to Andy.
So Andy straightens up because Edgar put them on the spot there, and they're ready to present. And counting on their fingers, they say, "We think it'd be great if the newspaper was good. How can do? Haik-News. I don't know if you got that. I just delivered that as a haiku. That's when it's 5 syllables, and then 7 syllables, and then 5.
Haik-News?
Haik-News. Yeah, we've asked Roger Dodger about it a couple of times, but he never seems to get back to us.
And this last time, he looked like he was gonna start crying, honestly. I thought maybe it was what a work of art our proposal was.
It's just that it's really important, and we've been waiting for an answer for such a long time, and now seemed as good a time as any.
And everyone knows that Roger works for you.
And yet, with all that knowledge, what do you have to show for it? I don't think you've come here with anything of value to offer us. What can you do for the student council to make me intercede on your behalf with the newspaper club?
But we're enriching the school.
I think that is yet to be proven.
Our art program is incredibly lacking. We're adding so much to everything. Andy?
Excuse me, ma'am, but
don't call her ma'am.
She stands up and starts moving closer.
I kinda was under the impression that the student council was just supposed to do stuff for students who wanted it without needing anything in return. That feels like a whole bunch of low-down business, that.
Oh, we do quite a great deal, but unfortunately, our resources are stretched thin by many demands. I mean, in a more informal sense, what can you and your club contribute to help with the student council in return for a word in the right ear?
Well,
we can include you in our weekly poetry jams.
Is that really what you want? Are you so fond of my poetry?
Well, I've never heard your poetry. All that comes out of your mouth is vile slander.
Is that the way you speak to someone who is going to get you the newspaper page you want?
Yes, I am asserting myself as an equal in humanity, and the feeling of confidence as I say these words is a bird that stirs within my breast to sing.
Enough! Enough. You are wasting your time here because your idea is awful and I'm not going to put it in the school newspaper and be a laughingstock. I'm going to go down in school history as the best student council president we have ever had, and I need no stains on a potential college application that could come from Haik-News.
I mean, I don't know that any college is gonna look real deep into something called Haik-News. I would feel real bad if it denied you your college entry, though.
Okay. Andy, Morgan, Shelley, don't you dare look down upon the incredible idea of Haik-News. We will work for this for as long as it takes. Just because one terrible student council president who doesn't make a nice newspaper doesn't want to produce our work.
Oh, By the way, I thought I should let you know so that you had ample time to check in with your faculty sponsor and all that. But it looks like you'll need to find a new club room. Every club needs to have an assigned room in order to remain a student organization.
A hallway is a long room.
Hallways do not count for the purposes of these things. That is an informal space and not part of your official club activities. At least, not as a meeting space. I think you'll find that the student council had greater need for that room.
With all due respect, ma'am, it seems like you need an awful lot of space to do an awful lot of nothing.
And Andy's saying that Edgar is gonna do the snapping, like, and poetry jams and stuff.
Oh, there will be an awful lot of something, Andy. Don't you worry about that. The student body will be so much more than it has ever been. Enough of this. Get out of my student council room.
As Edgar leaves, he's gonna turn over and push a chair a little bit over to the side, just with his hands, like, just scooch it. Not even, like, slide it far or anything, just, like, a little off kilter to where it was, and then storm out. Poetry.
Andy tries to, like, mimic / support Edgar's anger by then kicking that chair just a little bit, but this is offset by the fact that they then, like, don the hat that they have been wearing this entire time as they leave, because that's just proper manners.
Perfect. Anyway, you can keep that token. Hallie gets a turn at long last.
Hey!
Yay!
Hey! What did I want to do? I've forgotten. Okay, I want to go to the gym. And I know that Ari's project is done, but I don't think this would affect it. And Reagan wouldn't necessarily know about that anyway, because she's been fucking off with her boyfriend in the AV room. So what I wanted, upon seeing the fervor outside the gym that was not there the last time Reagan checked in, she realizes that getting Edgar this post is not going to be as simple as just saying this is a thing, especially since she has waited, so maybe the opportune time for that has passed. So what she will do instead is I would like to spread a rumor.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's just the rumor that I've been told. Like,
oh no.
You guys really want the soccer club to be in charge of the gym? Because I heard that she wanted it to cover up evidence.
Oh my god, yes.
And then it's tell a tale about someone over a meal, and so I'd like to flavor this with I'm eating chips while I'm doing it.
God, yes. Okay. On the count of 3, let us vote. 3, 2, 1.
Whoop whoop!
I'm going to spend my 3 tokens that I now have into being against this thing.
Well, do you have any animosity with Reagan? I think you only have alliance with her.
Oh.
So you can spend 2 tokens to add a single die against it. And also, for the listeners, Ari was the only one who voted no, so it's only difficulty 2.
Okay, that's fine. I'll spend 2 tokens to do on dice against her.
I would like to spend 3. All 3.
Why?
How many tokens are you spending, Hallie? There are currently 1 dice against you, 2 dice for you. And then, of course, you'd have 1 die from your own token.
Okay, so I would roll 3 as it is?
As it is, yes. Do you want to spend more?
1 more.
All right, so you have 4 dice total. Are you going to roll your own dice?
I am going to roll my own dice.
Yeah. And then, Ari, you roll your die.
Oh no.
Yeah. I rolled a 6.
All you need are 2 unique faces that are not 6.
Okay. This is a different type of roll than I do normally, so it's probably going to be fine.
You've got good odds.
So I got a 1, a 4, a 1, and a 5.
That is enough. The roll does succeed.
Woohoo!
So yeah, the rumor gets out that Robyn did this just to cover up evidence of cheating
Damn it.
during the last soccer match.
Whoop whoop.
And then let us draw again. And that's the end of round token.
Oh!
There it is.
So when we reach the end of a round, basically we vote thumbs up or thumbs down if we as players want the game to advance to the next phase. And then there's essentially a roll. The difficulty is the thumbs down plus 1, like normal. And then the dice are decided by each game token that has been drawn. The more game tokens there are, the more dice we roll in favor of moving this on. So just for the sake of fun, I shall do that. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. So yes, all in favor. So it will automatically succeed, but just for the fun of it, I'm gonna roll it anyway, because I'd like to. So 9 dice. I wonder if we will get a unique face between all 9 of these dice. 4, 5, 6, 7, there. Hooray, we won. So the round ends here. And what would normally happen is that we would choose as a group which of the 2 paths for the scenario we want to follow, because there are 2 ways in which the crisis can proceed. That being said, if people are okay, I think there's one that makes for a much spookier and striking path here, and I kind of want to use that as, unfortunately, our ending point, because it is 11 o'clock just about. So while all this commotion is happening out there, no sound has come from the teacher's lounge in hours. A curious student sneaks in to find nothing but the faint smell of smoke, as all of the other adults in the school have disappeared as well. And then, in time, it becomes clear there's more. Scouts to other schools and businesses in the surrounding area are reporting the same thing. There are no adults anywhere in town. And it is here that we leave our characters. In a traditional end to the game, when you finish round 3, you essentially draw the last remaining tokens from the bag, and as you draw a token of your own color, you're able to give like a sentence or two of like what are the last moments of the character. And then like when the end of round token is drawn, because we only put a handful in then, that's it. That's the cutoff point. We do not know what happens to the characters after that point. As the crisis reaches its absolute critical moment, everything breaks down because all of the scenarios just completely fall to pieces in time. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do like 1 or 2 quick sentences for each of our characters in the aftermath of all adults in town have vanished?
I mean, I had a scene for like a cliffhanger-y thing of what Robyn would be doing, because she still has a goal in mind, but I won't have time to play that out, so just like the last cliffhanger of what she would be doing.
Sure. Go ahead.
It would be, she would just be frantically running, holding the tape like super close, trying to hide it from everybody, and booking it to the AV club.
No.
Yeah, another conflict would happen from there.
Not there!
But that would represent very nicely, metaphorically, the real world crashing in on Reagan, because I didn't get a whole lot of, like, Reagan is tired. She's a senior. It's a very stressful time. Like, she doesn't really want to be in this leadership position anymore, but with no adults around, like, now she actually has to start doing stuff. So she's having a great time with Freddie. They hooked up the AV, they're cuddling, they're watching the Cravat Boys, and then everything changed and Robyn Rivera stormed into the AV club. Because after that, you know, like, that's just, it's been shattered. In the aftermath, she would try to do stuff, and she'd hate it.
I want to say that Robyn storms in, and this is to reveal another secret that I actually gave Tom, but he never used. This is the end of the game. As Robyn storms in, Freddie was in the middle of taking out a little box with a ring and getting down on one knee to propose.
That was the rumor I got, that Freddie was planning to propose.
It happened right as he was about to do it, and Robyn just like storms in the room, interrupting this.
Poor Reagan, everything is ruined for her. She just wants to watch the Cravat Boys and to ignore her responsibilities.
I feel like Edgar would be like, this is the perfect inspiration for poetry, and then not write anything because he's too busy actually panicking about the real world. But also, I guess him and Andy are in love now per their first scene together.
Well, Andy's in love with Edgar.
I feel like him and Andy, if nothing else, went to the tree behind the bleachers.
There was probably like a handhold or like maybe a shoulder lean. Like, Andy isn't quite sure if Edgar returns their feelings. So it would be a very gentle, like, I'm here for you. Here's a small physical indicator that I'm into you, that you can accept or reject. And then it would go from there.
Eventually, Edgar will occasionally come up with poetic phrases that actually work, and they're generally about Andy.
Oh.
Yay.
Meanwhile, in the theater, on stage, Mercy O'Shaughnessy stands alone in front of a crowd of students. My fellow classmates, we have suffered a terrible tragedy today, and we do not yet know how far it spreads. But know this, if nothing else is left of the world we used to know, I and our student council will be there for you. We will rebuild from the ashes of what was and make a new world for us all.
So much for hey, when the need is gone. So much for hey, when it comes undone. Blood is on your hands. The maker makes a stand. If not today, maybe tomorrow.
So, my question before we end this is, did Mercy do it?
Did Mercy do what? Like, kill the adults?
Yeah.
No, it's just that the Lord of the Flies scenario gives her a great opportunity. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, because we've been going... Do we want to take our bathroom break now real quick? Because
I could refill my water.
Because it's been a long time and we haven't reached the end of it. But we have to be close. We have to be close. We've taken many turns.
I have an actual action I'm going to do, so...
So yeah, let's take like a 10-minute or so break, 10, 15 minutes, and we'll be back, and it'll be Hallie's turn, finally.
I spend a single token.
Coolio.
I was just trying to move it on the Zoom screen and getting really mad that it wasn't responding to mine.
That's incredible.
Like, what the fuck? This is my thing.
No sound has come from the teacher's lounge in hours. A curious student sneaks in to find nothing but the faint smell of smoke, as all of the other adults in the school have disappeared as well.
Oh my god, yes.
That's extremely funny. Not that they had any power over us currently, but this just makes things worse.
One of these routes just goes full Lord of the Flies, and if we had been playing this properly, Mercy would not have been very mask-off right away, but once the adults were gone, would have gone full Lord of the Flies on everyone.
I mean, she was still playing within the boundaries, you know, with oh, here are forms, you're doing illegal things with them, but like the forms themselves are legal. With your whole, like, nothing I've done actually breaks the rules, Gambit.
Oh, I shared the wrong screen. No. Fucked it up.
You were doing so well before then. It's all downhill from here. The perfection has been ruined.